What's up, everybody? Welcome to differentbrains.com. I'm your host, Mike Nickas, and this is the Week in Neurodiversity. Let's get started with actor Wentworth Miller, who starred in a video for awareness of depression and suicide prevention.
Each year, depression affects an estimated 15 million people in the United States and 350 million worldwide. If depression is part of your story, there is hope. To find a support group in your area, you can visit the Anxiety and Depression Association of America at adaa.org.
Let's move over to San Antonio, where a documentary was produced to address the challenges and treatments of dyslexia.
She was frustrated. I was frustrated. It was very difficult. I assumed she was being stubborn. It was very hard on her when it came time to read because the teachers kept telling me, you need to spend more time with her, spend more time with her. And I felt like we were adequately spending the time she needed to learn how to read. She just couldn't pronounce the words, follow the story. She didn't know how to read.
Over at Iowa State, researchers are coming closer to finding a cure for Parkinson's.
Researchers spent many long hours in these labs at Iowa State University and found a protein that may protect brain cells.
This protein is released during stress, then it helps the cells to make more mitochondria to cope with the stress. Then you can see it helps the survival of the cells.
The discovery gives scientists a new target to look at when it comes to fighting Parkinson's disease.
Next up, a diet known as the MIND diet shows a reduced risk for Alzheimer's.
It's not one nutrient, not one vitamin, not one food that's good for the brain. It's actually the collection of everything. It's like a symphony, it's not a dissonant note.
The food symphony created in the MIND diet consists of lots of greens, berries, legumes, whole foods in general.
Very little animal fats and saturated fats, and low in salt.
Sherzai studied 140,000 California women following the Mediterranean diet.
They've looked at the MIND diet, and the risk of Alzheimer's disease was reduced by 50%.
And finally, Ben Affleck is starring in the new film The Accountant as a mathematics savant, a role in which Affleck prepared for by studying and researching autism.
And for Affleck, it was the type of role worth having a conversation about with his kids about autism.
They asked me, what are you doing? What's the movie? What are you doing? They're curious, and I explained to them that it was about somebody who was autistic, and there's a kid in one of my children's classes who's on the spectrum, so they knew they were a little bit familiar with it, and it gave me a good opportunity to enter in this conversation, which I otherwise wouldn't have had, just the opportunity to have and talk about how, all of us are very different. Some of us see the world in really different ways, and this condition that makes you different but can also make you special, and that can be really cool as well.
And while you're here at differentbrains.com, be sure to check out our other series, Exploring Different Brains with Dr. Hackey Reitman. That wraps it up for this episode. Which story caught your eye the most? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and remember, you keep advocating, and we'll keep bringing the news.